Hey, everybody, welcome to the show. What it says it's the Rock and Roll Podcast with Andy Rodriguez, but
Hey, everybody.
decides to not approve the new name until they feel like approving the new name, and it's taken forever. But the new name will be Rock and Roll with Black Spinner Podcast. So that's going to be a lot of fun. But yeah, we got a good show for you. We're going to talk the Super Bowl recap and our top 5 favorite Rush albums. But anyways, we've got 2 amazing guests that are waiting in the green room. And we have another panelist that will be joining us. But we have my buddy, Mr. Black Spinner himself.
Hi, everybody.
Rodriguez. How you doing, brother?
I'm doing all right. Hey, man, I just got a thing from Al asking for the link.
Oh, of course. I'll send it here in a few minutes.
All right, that's fine.
But just real quick, on your show tomorrow, the Black Spinner Circle, what you got going on?
Oh, well, I'm not having a show tomorrow. We're going to have a show on Thursday.
On Thursday?
Yeah, on Thursday. The back to 1980.
Okay. Awesome.
It's going to be on Thursday. Tomorrow I got something going on where I'm not going to be able to do a show.
Okay, awesome. So let me send that to Al. But real quick, let me bring on 2 amazing assholes. I love them very dearly. They are 49er fans. I feel sorry for them. At least they're not the Rams fans. What a bunch of fucking flakes those fans are, huh? They'll let their opinions be felt. But anyways, they are on YouTube, and it's very easy, folks. Just go on YouTube, look for Marc and Jerry BS Sessions on YouTube. Subscribe, and that's right. Hit the damn bell. So then you know when they put out a podcast every Thursday eve or Thursday night, and then you just get that notification, go click on it, watch these 2 bastards fucking, have a good time. They'll crack your ass up, and you'll really enjoy it. And so further ado, let's bring on Marc and Jerry. What's up, gentlemen?
Hey,
nothing much, man. What's going on?
Hey, I just wanted to congratulate you guys on your first year anniversary that happened in January, correct?
Yes.
Yep, January 16th.
Thank you for that wonderful introduction there, Rob. I appreciate it.
Yeah, thank
absolutely.
You, man.
Absolutely. And I know everybody asks everybody about what's going on, like towards the end of the show. I like to start doing it in the beginning of the show. So you guys want to promote on maybe what you guys got coming up, like guests or topics that you guys wouldn't mind sharing?
Well, we pretty much shoot from the hip. We contact each other if something happens during the week, like some news, music news. We'll talk about it if it shows up. We pretty much, all the way up to the time we broadcast are coming up with ideas. So I don't know if Marc has anything so far for this week. Do you?
Just about the new Star Trek movie that's supposed to be coming out.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah, and music news and other things that the Super Bowl. We'll talk about the Super Bowl also. Of course we will. Hey, what's up, Al?
Hey, Al. How are you, man?
But yeah,
now joining us, I apologize, but now joining us is Al Horta from Be Cool or Be Podcast Out. What's going on, brother?
What's going on, fellas?
How's it going?
How's it going?
Yeah. It's good, man. Hanging in there.
All right, you guys ready to get this show on the road?
I got the PBR going. I got the notes here.
I got the whiskey.
All right. There's always plenty of there's always plenty of alcohol on our show. So.
Yeah, we're always drinking something. Well, I'm basically drinking whiskey. He's the potpourri of drinking. He changes.
Yeah, I go. Past Blue Ribbon, then I get like fruity drink. I go on and off. I know. I'm a poser. Yeah.
All right, Andy. The floor is yours, brother.
All right. Hey, guys. Well, first of all, thanks for joining us, Al, Jerry, and Marc, on this special edition of the Rock and Roll Podcast with Blacksmith. This is actually our first episode under the new marquee. And today we are going to be talking about the past Super Bowl that happened this past Sunday, where the Rams winning 23-20. It was 23-20, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And also, since we're music lovers, we're going to touch on the halftime performance and rate that and see how much we liked and how much we didn't like it. And from then on, we're going to rank our top 5 Rush albums, which is going to be a trip within itself. There's Al with a skull cap with his 2112. So we're going to get into it. So what y'all think about the game? Let's start with... No, wait. Let's start with the game. Let's start with, of course, the national anthem and the performance of America the Beautiful. Who were those two? I don't even know who they were.
I heard they got their names mixed. Am I mistaken on that? They screwed up with their names.
Really? Did they?
Yeah, that's what I hear.
Okay.
I heard they got their names mixed up also.
Yeah.
But either way, I've never even knew those two names, even if they were mixed up. I've never heard of them.
You know what? I think I've reached the age where I'm officially out of it as far as new music and stuff is concerned.
Well, no, not really, because a new rap artist pops up every 5 seconds, or a new hip hop, and all of a sudden they're gone the next week. So they don't last. That's why you don't hear about them.
But you thought that it was Los Angeles. It was a Super Bowl in their new stadium. You would think they would have a high-powered singer perform these two songs.
Yeah, J-Lo was in the audience. They could have brought her down.
Because
they have somebody that performs the national anthem every week who's freaking awesome, and that's Nita Strauss. She could have done the halftime show all on her own.
Yeah, she is pretty awesome.
It's on YouTube. You could go see her performances on there. Even though she's a Rams fan, I still love her.
So what does she perform all the Rams games?
Halftime show. All of them, basically. Yeah.
Oh, really? That's interesting. I didn't know that.
Yep.
That's pretty cool. And how did y'all feel about the Rock introducing the game, I guess?
It was pretty cool. I like The Rock. Anything he does, I enjoy. I have nothing against The Rock, man.
Yeah, not The Rock, right? I'm just glad they didn't have Michael Buffer doing the Rumble. I guess he does that every home game.
Yeah, that would have been so cliche.
Yeah. So what did y'all think about the game? I thought as a football fan, I thought it was a well played game.
Good game, yes.
Yeah.
There are definitely some referee gaffes in that game, sure,
but every game does.
But as far as quality of the game, I think it was really good. One of the better Super Bowls. I mean, the games have been so good the last couple of years, and I'm so happy about that. I remember in the late 80s, early 90s, it's like the NFC would win by like 40 points every Super Bowl. Remember that?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, especially the Niners and then the Cowboys. Yeah. Winning big against Buffalo and so on.
It was like the Super Bowl was the NFC Championship game.
Pretty much, yeah.
Well, the Buffalo lost by a missed field goal, so that was a pretty close one.
Oh, Scott Norwood.
Yeah, that was that Giants game.
Yeah, that was a good Super Bowl.
Yeah. Yeah, and then that guy just missed it to the right or left.
That was a Super Bowl we should have three-peated in if freaking Roger Craig didn't fumble that ball.
Yeah.
49ers, that is. Okay, so
right. Roger Craig.
Yeah.
On the running back.
Anyway, I'm talking too much, man. Sorry.
Man. No, please go ahead. That's what this is all about.
You're all good, man. You're all good.
Yeah, and in fact, speaking of Roger Craig, they don't make running backs like that anymore. He was tall and lanky.
That's Deebo Samuels.
Yeah, he's
Deebo he's a wide back. He's a
prototype, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what is he exactly? Because I see him running back. I see him as a wide receiver, playing a slot. He's a wide
receiver. He's a wide receiver. They just know he's good in the back. He's got those strong legs to get out of the backfield.
He's going to be rich. That's who he is.
Yeah. He created a new position. Even the Rams started doing it. Copy fuckers.
Who did the Rams started doing it with?
With Cooper Kupp in the Super Bowl. They used that Deebo Samuel's play.
Yeah. I guess
They never did that before.
But I think the refs definitely. I mean, the one holding penalty the Bengals was kind of suspect. The other one was pretty obvious. But it's just sad that I look back at my last two times my 49ers went to the Super Bowl, and both had iffy calls in it that could have changed the game around,
Yeah, pass interference with the Ravens on
exactly.
Michael Crabtree. He was mugged. Didn't even call it.
There was definitely a missed call on that Bengals touchdown. That guy grabbed Ram.
Oh yeah, I agree with that. But that was like one of the most boringest close super games ever, though. It was like there was no rhythm to it. It was just like okay, stop. It's like it's like the playoff games before that were exciting. This wasn't exciting at all. They were all close. This was close. The Bengals could have came back, but the guy didn't look like he freaking short-armed that last pass. So, but I don't know.
And the commercials are kind of disappointing again too. Some of them are right, but
the Paul Rudd, Seth Rogen was the good one I remembered.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
That was pretty good.
You see, that's what he was talking about, but I don't even remember that commercial like at all.
He married a demon, man. How could you not remember a girl going,
It's dumb. But to be honest, sometimes I do change when a commercial comes on. Yeah, so that could have been the time.
Go find it on YouTube.
All right, I will. Because I think they were showing music videos on MTV Classics, so I would change it back and forth during commercials.
Yeah, you could find all the commercials on YouTube, and I mean complete, all of them, one after the other, if you really wanted to find that. But yeah, I didn't watch the game until the last 6 minutes. I had a lot going on, but like right when I turned it on is when the Bengals wide receiver dropped the ball because he was looking forward instead of paying attention.
Yeah.
And I was like, and I said to myself, right there could be your biggest mistake because, Rams get the ball, they could come right back. But the only thing I complain about is, and I was, reading people's comments on Facebook, it was like barely any flags during the whole game. But right there at the end, it was like almost one after the other. And that was kind of like, oh, this is destroying it. Just let them play. You know what I mean? But that's just my opinion on that.
Because they got pretty ticky-tacky there when they were inside the 10 for every little thing. And when before they were letting them play a little bit more. But then, if the Bengals would have won, they would have pointed at that face mask.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was a total foul.
Oh, yeah. I mean, that was blatant. I mean, his whole head turned and he fell.
Yeah.
And if that would have been the winning score, I mean, they'd be going on and on and on about it. Did y'all think it sounded like there were more Bengal fans than there were Ram fans?
It was full of orange.
There always seems to be more visiting fans at that stadium than the home team for some reason. I don't know why, but
I watched the 49ers game in the 90s with Steve Young, Jerry Rice, Jerome Bettis was still on the Rams, and Jim Everett, Mr. Chris Everett. And it was just red. The whole stadium was red.
Yeah.
And that was the highlight where Steve Young's throwing the ball out of bounds. Jerry grabs it, brings it in, and goes straight in for a touchdown.
Okay, so it's always been like that, because I thought that when the last game between the Niners and the Rams, I just thought that there were a lot of more Niner fans because football has been out of Los Angeles for a while. So there was a lot of 49er fans because of the absence of a football team there.
Why they left. That's why they left LA in the first place. They had no fan base.
Right.
They've had no fan base. Most of the fans here are bandwagon fans right now. They'll be like Angel fan and they'll be gone in a year.
They tried not to even sell them outside of Los Angeles. That didn't work though.
And now to top it off, now they got two teams there.
Yeah.
Chargers will be a better team than the Rams next year. Trust me.
The Rams are in salary cap hell. So
yeah. Go Chargers. I like Justin Bear, man. That's a great quarterback, man.
And
I do have to say this. If anybody's wondering on his comment about Chris Everett, yeah, go on YouTube again and check out the Jim Rome show. And it's very funny and very interesting. Call me Chris again. Okay, Chris. Chokehold, you know.
Jim Rome rules, and I don't know why he's like.
Yeah, he's not afraid to stand. He's not afraid.
He's just on internet now. He lost all his radio shows. It's like
yeah, he did.
Dan Patrick took
over everywhere there in the 90s, in the early 2000s.
Yeah, Dan Patrick came in and just blew him off all the affiliates.
No.
Yeah, I love Dan Patrick though.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with Dan Patrick. But then I also listen to a lot of local sports radio. And now that XM's around, I like to hear Mad Dog Radio.
Yeah, that's cool too.
Yeah, that's a good station.
I got so many podcasts to listen to, so I go, okay, sports for 5 minutes, then I'll go to my friend's podcast, and then at the end of the day, I'll try to finish these podcasts and then go back to sports. So it's like I try to listen to everybody's podcast to give them a download, you know. So
yeah,
exactly.
Hey, Al, what's going on over there? You're kind of quiet tonight.
I'm just kind of in a different environment. I had to come down to my office in the basement. I don't want to wake my daughter up.
I know it's kind of late. Yeah,
I'm kind of a little low key today.
All right.
No worries, man.
Well, thanks for joining us. So, what about the halftime performance, guys? So, what y'all think about that?
Crickets.
I thought it was. I like all those rap artists except Kendrick Lamar. So even 50 Cent, I like. I just like going. It's so fucked up that 50 Cent got fat and people just make fun of the fucker. It's like Vince Neil, Motley Crue. It's like, who cares, man? Stop fat shaming people. It's fucking stupid.
It's just not my genre of music, man.
I like Snoop.
I'm not going to criticize something I know nothing about. So,
but when people call it better than Prince, I'm like going, you guys are whack.
No.
You're whack.
No.
Tom Petty was better than that.
Yeah, he's still.
I thought it was pretty good, man. I mean, I like Dr. Dre back in the day, and I was never really an Eminem, but Dr. Dre, and it was cool, man. Like, Still Dre, that got me going because that's great. It always reminds me of that movie the day, that one scene where they get in his car and his name's like, where are we going? We're going to the office. And then Washington's like, we in the office, baby. And then Still Dre comes on and the car hops up and shit. It's really cool, man. Kind of reminds me of that scene. So, but yeah, I mean, I was big into like some of that hip. I like the old school hip hop. Like you said, Lamar, kind of pretty good. He's not the mumble rap nowadays, you know. I get into that stuff, man. But the old school hip hop. I mean, I go way back to like Run DMC and LL and shit.
Yeah, that's what I like. I like Run DMC. I loved LL's performance at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. That was amazing.
Yeah. He bought it. He bought it there, man.
Yeah, he did, man. And that was live.
It's just not my type of music. That's all.
You can't go wrong with LL Cool J at all. Not only was he a great rapper and probably still is, I haven't heard anything new, but that dude can act as well.
Yeah.
Isn't he on one of those like CSI type shows?
Yeah, he's on LA.
Yeah,
and he's in a lot of movies too, man. You know, if you like football, check out Any Given Sunday. He's in that.
Anaconda?
Anaconda. No, wasn't that Ice Cube? Wasn't it Ice Cube?
I don't know.
That was Ice Cube. Yeah.
Ice Cube.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he's very talented. That's for sure.
No, I like the NWA. I like the Run DMC. I like the freaking Dr. Dre. I like the Snoop Dogg. I like Eminem, and I like Kid Rock. Yeah, I'll put him in there. The Beastie Boys. Yeah. That's my hip hop.
Oh yeah, Beastie Boys.
You know, I think I stopped paying attention when Dr. Dre and Snoop Dogg started coming out. I had already lost interest in rap because I was NWA, Ghetto Boys, a big Ghetto Boy fan, still am.
It seems like
And,
rap has gotten safe now.
huh?
But rap has gotten safe now.
Oh yeah.
Rap. What's going to happen to hip hop and rap is that what happened? Grunge took out metal. Something's going to come and take out the hip hop because rock is already surpassing it in physical sales, and streaming is starting to go up for rock. You got shows like Peacemaker featuring rock now because all the people who are our age are making the movies now.
Yeah.
And how about all the people doing the reaction videos?
Yep.
All these guys doing reaction videos,
Classic rock.
really getting all into rock and everything. So that's
that opera singer doing Rush doing the hand puppets was fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
I was like, she's like, ooh, hand puppets. And I'm like, shit.
And not to mention, there's a handful of new rock bands that are coming out, like Plush and a band coming out of California. I forgot their names.
Dirty
We
Honey.
got Dirty Honey as well.
Dirty
Rival
Honey.
Sons
That's
is
what I
a
was thinking of.
newer band too. People need to give Rival Sons some credit, man.
Yeah.
Rival Sons
Yeah,
rules.
that's a good band.
Yeah, that's a good band too.
Yeah.
And they've been at it for a little less than 10 years, but they're at it. So hopefully
They don't have a bad album. It's just amazing.
Yeah, and then hopefully the media will pay more attention to Wolfgang Van Halen, just to bring more attention to that side of rock. Even though his first album was okay, it wasn't bad. It wasn't bad for a first album, and hopefully the second album will have more momentum to it.
He's touring with Dirty Honey, the Young Guns tour right now.
Yeah, they are.
Does anybody know? Speaking of the Super Bowl, who did the pregame concerts? I didn't
watch any of them.
I didn't either.
Who was in it?
Either.
I don't know. That's why I'm asking. If anybody watched it?
No.
I think Styx did it like 3 years in a row, but I don't know if they did it again this year.
Oh yeah, they did it the night before.
But
didn't Metallica do it a couple years ago?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, it's just weird how the NFL will play all this rock in their stadiums, but they don't want it in the halftime show.
Yeah,
that's just irritating. You hear Europe, you hear Metallica, you hear even Cheap Trick has a new song
all the time.
Yeah, Crazy Train. It's like, but no, we don't watch it in our halftime show. It's like it's
happy with Queen and Adam Lambert. I mean, let's get some rock in there.
I was very surprised when I heard this lineup was going to be there for the Super Bowl halftime. After they're always talking about family values and this and that, I was like, wow, really? These guys are going to be playing with all their, lyrics that contain vulgar or violence or what have you. Now they're going to be doing the Super Bowl when they were trying to keep it up more family friendly after what happened with the Janet Jackson thing,
And Snoop is smoking bowls. that made the news. I go, did you think he wasn't? And I'm like, what's wrong with you? It's like Willie Nelson. Come on, man. They're going to be smoking.
It's legal.
It's legal here.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, that's funny.
It is. All right, guys. So our other topic for tonight was going to be our top five albums by a great band named Rush. So I had kind of a hard time with this. I didn't know which way I was going to go. I had stacked 5, then I put them away. Then I stacked another 5 and said, no, that's too obvious. And then I stacked another 5 and said, that's too much of one era or one piece of time. So, so if y'all are ready for our Rush, we'll go Marc, Jerry, Al, me, then Bob.
Sounds good.
Yeah, we're going number 5. I tried to. This is insane for me, man. I like every fucking Rush album, and I like them a lot. It's like picking a fucking favorite dog. I don't have kids, so it's like
I've got pets too, so I know what you're saying.
Yeah, this is insane for me. So, but I try to pick one from every era, kind of. So I picked number 5 is "Roll the Bones." I love this fucking album. Fucking Dreamline is fucking amazing. That fucking God, dude, Hershey, fucking the instrumentals. This album fucking rules. Even a little rap in the song "Roll the Bones" rules. I love it.
It's been a long time since I've heard it, and I've got it, but man, it is good. It's very different from what you would expect from Rush, but man, what a way to open up the '90s for them. You know, to be contemporary and still have their Rush sound. You know, which I thought was really cool on that album, and it still sounds fresh today. That Roll the Bones really does. Jerry, what's your number 5?
I actually had a hard time with this album because it's not there. It just means a lot to me. I had a hard time placing it. It's 1989's Presto. That's the album that really got me into Rush. Great tunes off it, man. Show Don't Tell, The Pass, Superconductor, Scars. I mean, it was one album that I liked.
Red Tide. I love Red Tide.
Yeah, another great song off that. Really loved that album so much. I remember wearing it out when I got
it.
Yeah. I got Presto, and I do hear it quite often. It is a pretty good album. I do like Presto.
The Pass. The Rush even said that was their favorite song they ever wrote.
Yeah, I love that so much.
The Pass.
Yeah.
That is their
may be my
most
favorite
treasured song.
You can laugh at me all you want, but that may be my favorite song.
Yeah, but they also hate Tai Shan, like everybody should. Okay, go
ahead. hey, Al, is your mic okay? Because you're sounding a little broken up. Are you all right on your mic, Al?
I can't hear him. Can you guys?
I can't hear him.
I can't hear him either. I can't hear you, Al.
Let's see. His mic is muted. Now try it.
No, it keeps getting muted. He starts and then he stops.
Yeah.
And
it's the internet.
Yeah, it keeps muting him.
Yeah. Okay, well, I'll go for now. Okay. I picked, for me, it was going to be Caress of Steel for me. And a lot of mine are going to come from this era because it's my favorite era. Caress of Steel, I think, was their second album with Neil Peart, but also it was the movement that they're going to have to push them towards breaking through what we know as Rush have. This has Lakeside Park, which is one of my favorite songs by them. I love Lakeside Park. I'm Going Bald, I think, is a pretty funny track that shows their because they've always had a good sense of humor, so it's good to see that on here. And side 2, when they really hit their stride, the last song on here is Laminations, I think, or what is it? I forgot. Yeah, in the Fountain of the Lamneth, you can hear pieces of 2112 on there, all already being done, and the music of it, they start to hit that rhythm here and there. So that's what I got as my number 5 is Caress of Steel.
Well, that's a great album, man. I love the humor of those guys, man. You could see it in their documentary, man.
Yeah.
Okay. Hilarious.
Yeah, and you always think of Rush, the people outside looking in think that Rush is always this serious, no fooling around kind of band. But if you know them, you'll know that they were fun-loving guys.
Yeah, even on stage, hilarious. They got they're roasting fucking chicken.
Yeah.
And then they're fucking having washer and dryer.
The washer and dryers going on. Yeah, when I saw that tour, I didn't understand the washer and dryers going on.
Yeah.
Well, it's because Geddy said that Alex had more stuff on his side of the stage, so he wanted to even it out. I was like, damn.
And I think they had that for a couple of tours.
They kept changing it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I saw a chef come out and voice chicken.
Al, are you back with us? Can you hear me?
You hear me?
Yeah.
There we go.
I can hear you.
Okay, I can hear you now.
All right.
All right. So what's your number
What did I
5?
miss?
Oh well, we all gave our number 5 except for
My
Bob.
number
So what's your number
okay.
5? So what's your number 5, Al?
So I'm gonna preface this by saying, can you hear me? All right.
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yep.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna preface this by saying, it's all 1A, B, C, D, and E. To me, like I can't rank these, man. Like
Yeah.
for me, you know.
God dang.
But
I should have did what you did.
My number 5 would be probably still straight out. It's gonna be Moving Pictures. Is my number 5. And it's undeniable that it's a great fucking album. But I gotta rank it somewhere, and I feel that I don't listen to it as much as my 4, 3, 2, and 1 these days. But still, it's gotta be.
Well, looks like Al froze up, but that's a shame.
Yeah. Oh, hey, he's coming back.
He's not in his usual spot.
No. Maybe he needs to move to his usual spot, see if it works, or which is too late.
Yeah. Oh man, that's a shame. You, Al, you're still breaking up quite a bit. All right, Bob, what's your number 5?
I'm going with Rush. Very raw album, in my opinion. Love it. You know, love the song Finding My Way. Of course, you got Working Man. I mean, just remember always hearing that song growing up and, you know, just loving that fucking grittiness of it. So, yeah, that would be my number 5 is absolutely Rush.
Was that the last song they ever performed live together?
I think so.
Yeah.
Little tidbit there.
Okay. Also, does Working Man ever remind you of Iron Man, or is it just me?
A little bit.
A little bit. There's influence.
Yeah.
Okay. I thought it was just me because I always think about, you know, it always makes me think of Iron Man. The next time y'all hear it, just think of how Alex is playing a couple of the chords. It kind of sounds like Iron Man. All right, Mark, what's your number 4?
Number 4, dude, I kept changing it. I went from Grace Under Pressure to Moving Pictures, and I finally decided on Fly By Night, the first album with Neil Peart on drums and lyrics.
Nice.
This album just fucking rules. Bite Toward and the Snow Dog. This makes it a fucking great album right here. You could take all the songs off and just have Bite Toward or Finding My Way, Anthem, Best I Can, Beneath, Between, you know, fucking Bite Toward and the Snow Dog. Fucking great fucking record here, man.
Yeah.
It's fucking amazing.
A couple of friends of mine got me into Rush. I was a little older when I got into Rush. And the reason why I had asked them about Rush was because his dog's name was Baitor. I go, well, that's an odd name. Why would you name your dog a Baitor? And then he started to tell me. And then I started listening. And he started to loan me, you know, Rush. So I was like, oh, because that's why. So yeah, my buddy had a dog named Baitor that he named it after the song.
That's cool, man. I named my cat after Striper.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right, Jerry.
Same album, actually, Fly By Night. I mean, I really don't have much more to add except it's a great album. It's, a personal note, it's the first vinyl and CD that I ever did. That album and CD. I loved it. Like it's Neil Peart's first album. Best songs, Fly By Night, Best I Can, Anthem. I mean, I can go on and on about that one too, but you know, like Mark said, it's a great album. Like you all said, it's like so hard to rank these albums. It really is.
It really is.
You know what pissed me off when you went into Kmart and you saw Fly By Night in the bargain bin for $4?
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck? Why is it in the fucking bargain bin, Kmart? Fuck you. That should
Right.
be fucking $12. All right.
All right, I'm just hold on. I'm just talking to Al. He said he's having big major difficulties, so he sent me his list. So
Okay.
I'm going to be mentioning his list.
All
Okay.
right, cool.
Okay, so give me just a moment. I'm going to tell him. Okay, his number 4 is going to, of course, I can't say his feelings for it, but his number 4 was 2112 for his number 4 album. Like when he was saying, you know, everything's number 1 for him on Rush. It was hard for him to put them together. So his number 4 is going to be 2112.
Yeah, I remember.
I agree with Al on that one. Everything is my number 1.
Yeah, the test for us. I saw that full 2112 album. It was freaking awesome. I loved it.
Oh, nice.
I bet.
The first time I saw Rush was in San Antonio at the Alamo Dome, and a buddy of mine, well, not a buddy, I didn't know him that well, and he needed a ride to San Antonio. At the time, we were in Corpus Christi, which is about a 3-hour drive. So he goes, hey, there's a Rush ticket in it for you if you'll give me a ride. So we went, and he told me kind of late. So when we were walking in, we were like 20 minutes late, but they were just getting into starting, you know, the 2112 suite. So which was pretty cool, you know. And then later on, maybe a couple months later, he was asking me for gas money for the show. I was like, what a dick. You know, you told me if I gave you a ride, you know, and then he wanted me to give him money for the ticket.
That is a dick move.
Yeah, I know, right? And he hounded me for a while for that, too. He really did. I never paid him.
Yeah, you should.
Good for you. Fuck him.
Yeah, I mean, dude, he told me something. I gave him a ride out of town. I mean, that was like a 6-hour trip, 3 hours there and 3 hours back.
Yeah.
You know, and I barely even knew the guy.
That's fucked up. Now
It
you can
is.
see my Rush banner back there.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah, I see it. All right, guys, and my number 4 is going to be Rush, Permanent Waves.
Great record.
That was on my list a million times too.
Yeah, it's a really good record. It would have been higher because the deciding factor for me on these albums of how they were ranked was side 2. I had to compare the side 2s to these because side 1 on everything is fantastic. So side 2 was going to break it down on where they were going to go. So, you know, this has the Spirit Radio, Free Will, Jacob's Ladder, you know, Natural Science. This is a really good record. It was hard not to put it higher, but it's not higher because of what's in front of it, you know. It's fantastic. And but I got it at number 4 on the Mercury label. Yeah.
You can't go wrong with any Rush album.
No, you just can't.
I'm serious.
And that's why
it's like they're all my favorites. It's like fucking pulling teeth getting a list together. Tomorrow it'll change. Trust me.
Right.
All right.
Bob, what's your number 4?
My number 4 is going to be Signals. And I love this album. You got Subdivisions, Digital Man, The Weapon, Countdown. It's just a straightforward, catchy tunes. You know, just to me, it's just having a good time. I think the production could have been a little bit better, but at the same time, I love this album. So yeah, I'm going with Signals.
Would that be the beginning of their straight out keyboard era? Would y'all say?
Yeah, went into
yes.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, because Power Windows almost made my 5.
Dude, that's a fucking great album. We're doing a review on that on Freeform with Eric and Al.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the outside looking in. Marc, you're number 3.
Fucking 2112, man. Fucking love this album. Fucking rules, dude. And then the second side, fucking Train to Bangkok, talking about smoking weed. Come on, man. You gotta love
Yeah.
this song.
Yeah.
And I love it when Alex does a concert to it. He goes, he smokes like he's smoking the ganja. It's a fucking great album. Fucking side one. They said, fuck it. They said we're making too long of songs. Let's make side one fucking song. And it became their fucking breakthrough album. This album rules.
Yeah.
And man, and what's fucked up was that was going to be their make it or break it. Because I mean, that was the end of the line for them.
Yep.
And it's like they just said, let's just do this because this is what we want to do. And see what happens.
When people go off of them for selling out for the keyboard era, I go, fucking 2112. They could have sold out, made 4-minute songs.
Yeah.
They did it. They do what the fuck they want to. Like fucking Cartman says, I'm getting lead. I do what I want.
It's like he could have, I mean, they could have turned it to Sticks. I mean, no offense to Sticks, but I'm just using them as a reference to get on the radio.
Yeah.
You know, or bow down to the record execs and say, okay, here's your 4-minute song. Here's your, you know, verse, guitar, and verse, instead of, you know, really, you know, going for it in their own way, you know, because that's not a very easily accessible album. It's not.
No.
Dude, it's like my first wife when I played it. She liked the 80s, 90s Rush. I played this. She goes, don't ever play that again. I go, fuck you, bitch. No, I said that in my head. But I didn't play it for her anymore. But
Divorce papers were in the next day.
not everybody. Yeah. Dude, the wife I have now loves Rush. The other two didn't. It's all amazing. So I know who I got.
Oh yeah, my wife won't touch Rush or more than maybe 80% of what I have back here.
It's like in that Funny or Die video, they're like walking away from the show, and he goes, I saw a couple today. You saw what? I saw 2 women in the audience.
That is a running joke about Rush.
Yeah, but my wife loves Rush. That's her favorite band.
That's good.
We danced to
That's
Time
good.
Stand Still as our first dance at our wedding.
Really?
Fucking
Nice.
It's a woman to dance to Rush. I did. It was her idea.
You're the man, Mark.
Yeah.
It's like Zappa too. Not that many female fans for Zappa.
Yeah. Zappa rules too.
Yeah, I love Zappa.
Thank you, Ian
Yeah.
Wadley, for getting me into Frank Zappa.
Yeah, my uncle got me into Frank Zappa. He burned his vinyl onto a tape and gave me a cassette of Shake Your Booty, and from then on, it was
Ian Wadley told me to buy Zoot Allures.
Zoot Allures.
Oh, fucking amazing album. I gotta get. And then us on the Freeform did the album with Frank Zappa he did Valley Girl on it. Fuck that. That song's okay, but the rest of the songs are better.
Yeah.
I can't remember the album now.
Yeah,
It was
it's the Drowning Witch. Hold on.
Oh yeah, the Witch album. We did that on Freeform. Fucking great album. I need to buy more Zappa, but I'm trying to buy more other shit that I wanted before Zappa. It's fucking hard. And then I'm running
It's a
out of room.
difficult decision.
Dude, it's really hard. Because I still want to finish collections by fucking
This
Dream
one.
Theater and some other things.
It's
Yeah,
this one right here.
fucking amazing album, man.
Yeah, dude, the Drowning Witch on side 2, that instrumental, the Drowning Witch, kicks ass.
That's an
And
amazing
Steve
album.
Vai is on this one.
Yeah, Steve Vai, fucking flexible.
Steve Vai was
Yeah.
a kid.
Little Green
You
Man.
can't go with. You can't go wrong with Zappa at all. That's for sure.
No.
That
And-
guy is a genius. He
and
was a genius, man.
And Steve Vai was on Ahmet Zappa's show
Yeah.
probably a few months ago. They were talking and about how Steve Vai would call Zappa's house constantly wanting to talk to him, but he was always on tour. And then one day he called his house and Frank was there and Frank's talking to him. And Frank said, well, why don't you come out and just come visit me at the house and we'll see what you can do. And the rest is history, man. I mean, he would just keep on calling him over and over again. You know, his wife said, no, Frank's not here. No, Frank's not here. You know? Pretty funny.
The guy to get on the PMRC list with a fucking instrumental. What the fuck was that?
Yeah, man, he looked sharp when he went in there to talk to them. You know, suit, tie, everything, and just you know, yeah. And the same thing with Dee Snider.
Dee Snider, dude, they thought he was an animal. The
Right.
fucking guys spoke better than they did.
Yeah,
Tipper Gore, fuck.
dude, they didn't know what the hell hit them.
No.
Because they had intellectual musicians there, musicians that think way beyond what they know. You know.
At least they didn't. At least Paul.
Dee Snider comes in there in jeans and pulls out a freaking folded piece of paper.
Yeah. Well, at least they didn't have Paul Stanley in there. That would have been a shit show. No.
Ah, geez.
Paul Stanley of Kiss.
Hey, we'll give you some ratings talking about Kiss. There you go. There's your Kiss.
Yeah, there you go.
All right, Jerry, what's your number 3?
My number 3 is, correct me if I'm wrong, but this is probably the album that put Rush into the mainstream. Moving Pictures. I mean, Limelight and Tom Sawyer, you hear those songs every day on the radio, you know?
Yeah.
Red Barchetta, fucking YYZ. I mean, great record. I mean, I say great record all the time. It's the truth, but I don't know what else to say about them. It's freaking awesome.
Yeah.
And the Moving Pictures is on my list about 10 times. I had to remove it because I had to go with, I wanted to go with every era. So,
yeah.
I mean, you can go drive for more than half-hour a day. You have the radio on, you will hear a Rush song on a classic station or some kind of rock song, you know.
I remember when I saw the Time Machine tour and they fucking played the Camera Eye. I was like, fucking, like, yes!
I love the intro to that concert too, by the way. That was funny.
I have it on DVD.
That movie they did.
Oh yeah, with what I was talking about, where we saw one girl and 2 girls in the audience, and yeah, with fucking the guys from I Love You Man, Paul Rudd and Jason Segel.
But would you guys say that it was pretty much got them in the mainstream, or would you disagree with that?
2112 is the one that did it for them. That put them out there.
I'm talking about as far as radio play.
Oh, radio, probably, yeah.
Yeah. It did because side 1 were all released on the radio.
Yeah.
You know? And side 2 is just as good, but side 1 really takes all the glory because of what's on it.
Right.
Having the Camera Eye and Witch Hunt.
Yeah.
And fucking Limelight. I'm like, fuck. Those epics.
Yeah, especially Camera Eye. I like the beginning of it.
God, it's so awesome.
It's like some cheesy sci-fi movie kind of intro to it. You know,
Neil Peart was into the sci-fi, man.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
But you know, it's an incredible record. I mean,
yeah.
I mean, you don't get tired. People say Tom Sawyer's all played out. I can hear that song, you know, anytime and enjoy listening to it.
Dude, my fucking iPhone will fucking shuffle like in alphabetic order sometimes, and it plays the live version of Tom Sawyer, then plays the studio version, then another live version of Tom Sawyer. I listen to all 4. I don't just let it go, then I'll fix it.
I did that with my Apple Music. I tried to listen to everything in alphabetical order. I was like, damn, how many times do I have to hear the song in different? So
Tom Sawyer, I don't get tired of it. They're different.
I just had to
twice. Yeah.
I just had to
turn the radio up when it comes on. It's
especially when I went into a day in the life. I had to hear Sgt. Pepper's on the anthology, on this and on that. I was like, okay, I just have to shuffle it because I can't do this.
Right.
It's like that Blacklist on Metallica where they have like 8 versions of like Inner Sandman.
Yeah.
What they should have done and what would have been better if they had picked the best version or the best cover of each song instead of having the same version back to back to back to back to back.
They were just trying to give everybody a participation trophy.
Yeah. It would have been better. Like Weezer really did Inner Sandman pretty damn good.
Yeah.
And Cage the Elephant really did a good track on there too. I wish that they would have kept it that way instead of.
I think Miley Cyrus is fine too, man. So I think she has a good voice. And if she does rock, I heard her do Head Like a Hole for 9 Inch Nails on a fucking Netflix, like a Twilight Zone type show. I forgot what it's called.
Yeah.
Black Mirror. And she fucking rocked that shit.
You want to hear
her next album is going to be a rock metal album.
Nice, because she
Her
would
last
do it.
album was a pretty good pop rock album. It kind of was a Pat Benatar kind of feel to it.
I would like to see Fergie do a rock album. When she did that song with Slash and she sang background on "Give Me Shelter" for the Stones, and she was doing
He's a very good vocalist.
Fucking dude.
On that Rock and Roll Hall of Fame 25th anniversary.
Oh my god, she was amazing on that song.
She
I
was.
want to hear her do rock.
And it's so weird. You would have thought the stage was too big for it because there was the Stones were there, and I believe Bruce Springsteen was also on stage with them. And she held her own, and she did damn good. She really did. Yeah.
I respect her, and she's from Rolling Heights, right next to Hacienda Heights in California. And I heard she was a crack addict at parties I used to go to, and I never met her.
I did hear that she had a lot of early problems.
Oh yeah.
With
Thing
it.
is, I was at most of those parties she was at, and I never met her. Fucking sad. She's hot. Like, damn.
So where are we? Oh yeah, Al's number 30.
Yeah.
All right. Al's number 3 is A Farewell to Kings.
Oh, that's a good one.
Nice.
Yeah, that's a good song. That's got closer to the heart and just Cinderella Man.
Yeah, I'm just gonna say that's a good one on all of them. So
yeah, that's a good album. My number 3, but it would have been nice for Al to talk about it because Al will talk a lot about his Rush albums. But my number 3,
I know, and I love Al on Rush.
Yeah. My number 3, of course, is going to be Hemispheres. Yeah, it's a little fucked up there, but that's all right. What's important is the album plays great. This has the La Via Strangiato, which I like to call the Strange Village.
The best Rush instrumental ever, better than YYZ in my opinion.
Yeah, and the trees. I love the trees. I just love the story of the trees. It can be. It's so relatable. Every single day, and wish that it could be gone, but it's always going to be a topic, unfortunately. And of course, side 1 was Cygnus, X1 book.
Started the Cygnus part of Fear series.
Yeah.
Fucking rules.
So, Hemispheres is going to be my number 3. Just such a great album, man. It's there's not much to say about it because we all know so much about it. But those songs, because there's only 4 songs on. Yeah. There's only 4 songs on here. So I think I've already named them all. I didn't name Circumstances because it's an all right track, but compared to the other 3 that are monsters on here. So yeah, Hemispheres is my number 3.
All right. So my number 3, and I'm going to take a little saying that Marc always says. Fly By Night, because why? It rules.
Yeah.
I love it. Anthem, Best I Can, Making Memories, In the End. Just killer riffs, Getty blasting it on the vocals. A lot of groove, man. Especially when you kick off the album with Anthem, this album's gonna jam. So yeah. I just love it.
Fucking great record.
Yeah, amazing.
Fucking
all right,
amazing.
Jerry, go ahead, buddy.
That's Marc's turn. Marc's got number 2.
Oh, sorry.
Okay, who already said Signals? Because that's my number 2, bitches.
Right here.
My number 2, Subdivisions.
That was my number 4.
Subdivisions. That's my life. I was always the cast out. I was never the cool person. This song fucking sung to me. This has to be my number 2, man.
I was a headbanger rocker in high school when I was also in the chess club, so kind of.
And fucking people rip on Countdown, and I don't know why people don't like fucking Countdown. That paints me a fucking thing of the space shuttle flying. The way it's so descriptive on Neil Peart's lyrics on Countdown. It's like fucking losing it, dude. About a person losing their talent. Why he retired. He didn't want to fucking go out like a pauper. He wanted to go out as people remembered him. Yeah. He didn't want to force him. So why he retired early, I think. This is a fucking great album. New World Man.
Did any of you guys know he was sick at all?
No.
Yeah,
No, it was underground.
that was a well.
Yeah.
Sad
Dude,
as
it
hell.
was-
I mean, I couldn't believe it when it happened. It's like, wow, the talent lost there.
He's like, I was working and I got a thing on my watch. Neil Peart dies of Rush. And I'm like,
Yeah.
I looked at the person next to me. I said, I gotta go outside. I fucking bawled my eyes out, dude. I never bawl at a fucking celebrity died. And then Tom Petty died. I bawled at 2 celebrities. Prince too. Fucking 3 celebrities I bawled. I never bawled about celebrities or artists dying, dude. Fucking if Kevin Cronin or Ozzy dies, I'm gonna go nuts.
Oh well, the thing is this because these are not really celebrities. These are people that are important to us in our lives.
Yeah.
You know, I still can't believe about Tom Petty. You know, I'm a big Tom Petty guy.
From what I hear, that could have been prevented too.
Oh yeah, he forced himself out into.
I always thought that I'd be able to see him in concert, and I blew my chance. I never went and saw him live.
Oh, dude, I've seen him 7 times. Thank you, Mom.
I was able to see him once, and then he came by for the 50th anniversary. And my wife said, well, let's go again. I said, nah, I'll catch him next time around. I'm never going to say that again.
I saw him on the
show. I'm going to be there.
This is a cool story. I saw him on the Full Moon Fever tour. We were at the LA Forum.
Mm-hmm.
And these 2 guys at the top were fucking fist fighting during the Tom Petty concert and rolled down the stairs. Me and my friend looked and go, Tom Petty makes people violent? What the fuck?
I freaking hate when these assholes fight at concerts.
I know.
This
But a
is-
Tom Petty concert, that's like fucking fighting at a Grateful Dead show. It's like you're too stoned to move, man. What the
that
fuck?
video with Dave Grohl stopping the concert, you know, those guys fighting in the audience.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Freaking hilarious.
Hey, I do have to agree with you, Mark. Countdown is an amazing song, man. I love that album. That's why it was my number 4. It was hard. I was either going to be number 4 or number 3, you know. So, you know, great choice, brother, because I've had a lot of people back in the day when I love that album. Oh, that's weak. You know, that's weak, Rush. And I'm like, fuck you. This is good.
Fuck it. It shows so fucking losing it. Fucking the video for Countdown and Subdivisions are not fucking silly. Like in that day, the videos were like, this is fucking serious shit. Rush showing them playing fucking things, people in school getting in cars. The videos made sense and spoke to me. I'm like, well, that's me getting my ass kicked in high school or fucking junior high or elementary school at that time.
They did have
fucking
really
spoke to
good
me, man.
videos, though.
Well, I think fucking what's the Body Electric was good, but the fucking where the kid riding a rocket was
Just an early warning.
hilarious. I was like, but Big Money was a cool video. Monopoly board that made sense.
Time Stand Still. I mean,
Time Stand Still was silly, but it's a great song.
But the thing is that some bands like let's say Rush, for instance, or also Genesis, they change their sound with the times, and they have to change their sounds because if not, they won't move forward. You know,
but it wasn't. They didn't do it to sell out because their sound was still way different than what everybody else is still doing.
Yeah.
So,
but you know, they couldn't be in 1985 still sounding like they did in 77. You know, you just can't do that. You know, you start to become a parody of yourself.
If you take the keyboards off Power Windows, that's a fucking grungy hard album.
Mm-hmm.
Try to think about without the keyboards. Fucking Alex Lifeson is hitting some killer fucking riffs in that album.
Yeah,
it's like damn.
Yeah, because that is to me, that's one of their heaviest albums of the 80s.
Yeah, if everybody's playing keyboards, they're playing keyboards that aren't fucking fruity. Their keyboards are not fruity.
They're not.
Like at that time, it was fruity fucking keyboards. Fucking later, fucking the Final Countdown was kind of fruity keyboards.
It
wasn't their fault. The record company made them put. Listen to Wings of Tomorrow on their first album of Europe. That's fucking progressive, fucking Deep Purple there.
Deep Purple, man. I just love the way that Deep Purple integrates their guitar and the keyboards, how they go back and forth and answer each other. It's fucking crazy. I mean, Deep Purple, I could do a couple of hours on them easily.
Deep Purple's awesome, but fucking Europe is a great band. There ain't no Poison. I'm just saying, listen to the first two albums of Europe.
Yeah.
That's fucking some Rush shit. That's why I'm calling it Seven Doors Hotel. It's fucking something Rush would have done at that time. Fucking amazing.
Yeah, but then it's all because the media puts them or groups them in some way, and that's how people portray them as, and they keep it that way. You know?
The first two Europe albums compared to what they did on the Final Countdown is fucking Rush. The Final Countdown is not Rush, but the first two Europe albums are Rush Deep Purple albums.
Yeah. I gotta look into that, into the earlier stuff, because
Wings of Tomorrow fucking rules. Fly, fly, fly. The wings of tomorrow. Let's fucking fly by night, man. Fucking song rules.
I gotta check out their early stuff because I do not know, and that's the truth.
I got into Europe on Wings of Tomorrow, and then the fucking Final Countdown came down. I liked it, but it wasn't fucking Wings of Tomorrow. You know.
So what? Did you go backwards, or did you already know?
I got into Wings of Tomorrow first.
Okay.
And then the Final Countdown, because that was the album right after it. And I'm like,
right.
Whoa, this happened. And then they broke up, and they came back in 2003, and they sound like they did on their first two albums now. Every fucking new Europe album rules.
Wow. So about their only misstep would be their most popular one, the Final Countdown?
The Final Countdown, yeah. Because the album after that was a little less keyboards and with new guitar player, John Norum left. Fucking Out of This World. But great album, though. Out of This World beats Final Countdown for me.
Yeah, I always judged them by the Final Countdown. And I heard Marc suggested that I listened to the first two albums, and they were much better than Final Countdown.
Okay, it's like fucking Rush, Deep Purple.
Wow. Okay, I got it.
Night and day.
Progressive, man.
Huh.
It's night and day.
Yes,
Really, night and day. And like they are back to what their first two albums sounded like now.
Wow.
Nice.
Well, that's something to really look into. Thanks a lot.
Yeah.
Because I didn't know that.
I always try to pimp Europe because I'm tired of people bitching about them. They judge them for one album.
Yeah.
You need to go listen to the first two and the new ones they have out now. Fuck Final Countdown, even though I do love it. It's not my favorite by them. Wings of Tomorrow and the first album are fucking amazing.
I will look into that tonight or tomorrow.
Yeah.
Jerry, what's your number two?
I have to agree with Al and go Farewell to Kings. Fucking great record. I mean, you mentioned Closer to the Heart and Xanadu, man. Great tunes there.
Xanadu, yes. I forgot about Xanadu.
I mean, Closer to the Heart was, man, I remember hearing that for the first time and just being so blown away. Love the sound of it. Fuck, what more can I say?
Yeah.
Like we said it earlier when Al mentioned, when you talk about Al's choice, I was like, great choice, great record, great choice. Shit, I was gonna say something else, and I can't remember what it was. I had everything, and I threw the piece of paper away. Oh well, it's a kick-ass record. Just leave it at that.
Yep.
Al's number two falls on Hemispheres for him. His number two.
Nice.
He seems to have stayed in the same era as I did. Yeah. Hemispheres is his number two.
I went from 70s, 80s, 90s, and we'll see.
Yeah, I did that for we did Judas Priest.
Yeah, I watch I watch as much as I can, and that was pretty damn good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was calling. I think I was calling freaking Robert up there the Blue Light Special.
Yeah. That's right, man. The black light, the blue light special. That's what it's all about.
Special. And you should have a podcast called The Blue Light Special.
There you go.
And,
love it.
Yeah.
And for Judas Priest, I hit all the 70s, 80s, 90s, 2000s, and 2010s for them. You know, they're so good. Hemispheres for Al. My number two is going to be 2112. You know, there's with the robes and shit. But you know, no matter what they wore, or what they did, their music spoke for them. They were badass. I love the inside of it too. You know, that's such an iconic logo.
That's the bottom.
Right here. Went backwards. Yeah, right here. That logo is just so iconic, man. It just is.
It is? I wouldn't know. It's on my.
Yeah.
That's my screen. That's my screen thing on my phone. Just Rush.
We went through songs, but Something for Nothing ends it with just a hard rocker, just a hard rocker, and a passage to Bangkok and side one is just amazing. And hey Johnny, how's it going? And yeah, 2112 would be my number 2. Al had sent over the weekend. I guess it was like a show that he had. I guess it was bootlegged, but it was on YouTube, and it was really good, man. They sounded fantastic. Rob, I'm sorry, Bob, number 2 for you.
Right there with you, buddy. 2112.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to waste anybody's time. You pretty much said all you needed to, but Bangkok, The Twilight Zone, and Lessons are just good songs that I love personally, but I love the whole record. But if I was going to tell somebody, check out these songs, those are 3 I would say, get started on this and just rip through the album once more. You know what I mean?
Dude,
So, yeah, 2112.
Walking to school.
Yeah.
Dude, like I said, hearing it play in its entirely, it's fucking awesome, dude.
It's fucking amazing.
Best part of the when I saw it.
I mean, there's so much music when it comes to Rush, and they're just so good. You just don't get tired of it. I hate when people say, "Oh, well, that's played out. They play it too much." They play it a lot because it's fucking good.
Exactly.
That's why something's played a lot.
Yep.
That's why something becomes a hit because it's good.
That's why I tell people don't listen to the fucking radio. Always have told people that because you're gonna get burnt out. Just leave it alone. Buy cassettes, back in the day. Then when it's CDs, get CDs and just leave it as that. You know what I mean? You hear the song once somewhere, you know what I mean? Just leave it alone. Fuck radio because they're gonna play it, every 2 hours.
Did you guys
That's just how radio works.
Did you guys radio stations and request songs?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I used to call.
Just put it this way: I love freaking Judas Priest and I love Maiden, but fucking Rush has never went back to playing clubs like they did. Rush has always played arenas. Rush has always played stadiums.
When did Maiden go to clubs?
Rush isn't Kiss. Rush outdoes Kiss at the end.
When did Maiden do clubs?
Huh?
When did Maiden do clubs?
Maiden do clubs with Blaze.
Oh, well, that's a count.
They did the House of Blues, dude. Judas Priest was doing the House of Blues. Fucking Rush has never played anything smaller than an arena. Just put it that way. How
I
good
agree,
this band
Johnny.
is.
I agree, Johnny.
Sure do, Johnny.
All right, where are we?
Okay. Where are we? Oh, wait, we're at number 1. We're at number 1. Marc's number 1.
Clockwork Angel.
That's a shocker.
Nice. That was my number 6. If we would have went to 10, that was number 6.
This album just fucking kicked my ass and still kicks my ass.
Yeah.
Headlong Flight. That is the best Rush song ever. Fucking The Garden. Fucking it's like Neil Peart saying goodbye. Fucking
It's a heavy album, not just in sound, but in feel. It's a heavy album.
This is supposed to be about fucking what is that fucking steampunk shit. This ain't steampunk. This is fucking Neil saying, I'm gone, guys. Later.
It's goodbye.
This is my swan song. This album makes me cry every time I listen to it. It's making me tear up right now. Just listening to The Garden. If that doesn't make you cry, I don't know if you're a real Rush fan. This album just fucking means a lot to me. Yeah.
A lot of people don't even know that, Neil was sick, on their final tour, and he was still riding his motorcycle. A lot of people don't know that either. He wasn't on a tour bus. He always rode his bike.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To the next place, go to a hotel, get back on the bike, go to the, next show. That was his thing. He loved just traveling on his motorcycle, and but he was really ill then, and they already had a feeling that he only had so much time to go, and it's one reason why they called it the farewell tour.
Yeah, I just thought of this right now. The last song before he says goodbye in the garden, he's wishing everybody well in a song called Wish You Well. He's like saying, hey guys, I don't have long to live. I'm going to wish you well. And then the garden is like his really, I'm gone, guys.
Yeah, wow.
I saw them on this tour. They were amazing. Neil Peart played amazing. It's the last one I saw. I couldn't get into the last Forum show. It fucking sold out. I'm so depressed because that was their last. I've saw every tour since basically Hold Your Fire. I missed 2, but I saw every tour after that.
Was that the show that Neil came on the stage from behind the kit for the first time?
That was the Forum show that I couldn't get to, the 40th.
I forget what
had that on.
Was either Alex or Getty said he looked over and he saw Neil beside him. He's never done that before.
I have that Blu-ray of Time Stand Still where it documents their last tour.
When you think about that, that's really an emotional experience. If you were there, he never does that. It makes you go, okay, what's going on here? You know what I mean? It was like him saying to the fans, "Thank you very much."
Yeah, he knew he was done. They even were quoted as saying that the promoters wanted to take them to Europe, and Neil said, "No, I'm done." And the other 2 really wanted to go, but they respected Neil.
Yeah.
Band like Zeppelin, you just can't replace anybody in that band.
No, you can't.
No.
Well, they replaced Rustley, but Neil Peart is.
Come on now, that's different. Different time.
Yeah, different, but nobody remembers him. It's like Neil Peart. When I first got into Rush, I go, Neil wasn't on that album. I was like,
right.
Damn.
And it goes back to, these musicians, they're not just celebrities or people we just, I mean, they're family to us, they're our buddies, they're our best friends, and that's what's missing in rock today. Like, there's new rock bands, but we don't know any of these fucking people's names.
Yeah.
Motley Crue is Nikki Sixx, Mick Mars, Tommy Lee, Vince Neil, and we can name other bands that we love. Michael Sweet and his brother Robert and Oz, and and now we listen to these bands, but we don't know who we're listening to.
Don't forget about Timothy Gaines.
Yeah.
That guy's making a gospel album right now. I was watching his Facebook.
But y'all know what I'm trying to say. It's like it's the character of these bands that are just not there anymore. They're just as faceless as pop music right now or rap. They're just putting people in front of mics and not giving them.
But I think it could be that we don't care as much as we used to know who these new bands are. I love Rival Sons. I can't tell you one name of the band, but I love the band. But the thing is, I'm not pulling out the fucking cover because it's fucking small. I gotta take pictures of it to see who's in the band now. And I know Slash because he says Miles Kennedy, and I know Todd Kearns, but I don't know.
Hey, so do you like that new Slash? What do you think?
Yeah, I love it. I think the production's a little off on it. It doesn't sound as clean as the other 3 albums. It's weird. It sounds like it's done by Dave Cobb, who produced all the Rival Sons and some Europe albums lately. He's a great producer, but I'm getting used to it. It just sounds weird, but it does crank. So I like it.
Yeah, I've heard it a couple of times. Fortunately, I've had to stream it because I don't have a hard copy of it yet. Yeah. But maybe that's also the issues that a lot of people are streaming. And they're not buying hard copies and reading what goes into these albums.
I'm just saying I'm old, so I'm not reading the inner album covers as much as I used to, man.
Yeah.
Andy, you hit it on the head, about, like celebrities, and like, let's say like with musicians, when you listen to music, you get that emotion, you know what I mean? And you get those goosebumps and what have you. And when it's somebody that you've, enjoyed for many, many years, it is like family.
Right.
Yeah.
And like when I remember when Eddie Van Halen died, there were so many people on the internet doing like little snippets of tributes, and they couldn't hold it together. And I get it, because
Yeah.
there's certain musicians too, because of that emotion and how many years they've been around. It's kind of like you know them even though you don't, and
Yeah.
then it just rips you to shit. Like Marc said, he broke down like Tom Petty and Neil, and
Eddie
it's
also.
an emotion that if you're not into music like we are, it's hard to explain.
Yeah, it's hard to get because there's so many times that we rush home after work, just like we used to rush home after school to come and hang out with our buddies in our rooms, and throw them on. Music is a whole different monster, man. It's my favorite media.
It's
It
like
really
me. I didn't have many friends, but I'd be up there fucking doing fucking Gary Richrath leads on my fucking broom guitar in my room, fucking
There you
jumping
go.
off the bed, acting like I'm a rock star.
Yeah.
And you just associated so many memories in your life.
Yeah.
I remember mowing the lawn by $10, going to buying Pyromania. I mean,
Yeah. Getting you to the unforgettable fire mowing lawn, selling comic books to get fucking tapes.
yeah,
Going
Twisted Sister having sex for the first time.
making 100 names to get free Columbia House tapes.
I still owe them money.
And it's so
I still
true.
owe the
It's so true. It's a soundtrack of our lives.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Because you have times where, like, let's say you're with your buddies, cruising in a car, smoking some pot,
Oh,
just driving around, and you're, jamming out to like Nine Inch Nails or something like that. And then let's say you have one of those buddies die, that
Right.
makes it emotional, and you remember that. And now let's say one of those musicians die, now you remember all those memories that you
Yeah.
had.
Yeah. Speaking of Eddie Van Halen, the day he died, it was COVID, so I wasn't working. So I fucking got a hold of Lee, and then I got a hold of a bunch of people, and Edwin Conestracci is on there. We talked about Eddie Van Halen on that, and we had a special episode of Freeform that day. I put it up. So,
Wow. Yeah.
Nice.
yeah.
Yeah. I remember on my Black Spinner Circle, what I did was, I listened to everything by Van Halen in order. And on each one, I put at least two paragraphs of what it meant, and the songs, and these people are like we're talking about Rush right now. These Rush albums are old. So how many times have we been hearing them throughout the years?
right.
Too many to count.
And to add on this, unfortunately, with our age and stuff, it's going to happen a lot more. We're going to lose a lot more.
Yeah.
Yeah. And people are always shocked when it happens, but then we're like, oh, well, they were in their 70s, or they were close,
You have to look in the
I've had a lot of close people in the last month die. I mean, a lot. It's been really crazy, and it was like happening every day.
Yeah.
And then you're hearing all these musicians too, and I was just like, enough already. I was like super depressed. I was like, damn. But I know, we are getting to that age where it is going to happen more frequently, but it's still just, it sucks.
Yeah.
All right. Hey, Jerry, what's your number one?
Oh, yeah. I said that Moving Pictures is probably the one that got them on the radio, but maybe I was wrong. Maybe Permanent Waves first got them on the radio a lot more. With Free Will,
Yeah.
Spirit of the Radio.
Spirit of the Radio.
I never played Jacob's Ladder too much. That's a badass song. I guess my favorite albums, I just realized, except for Fly By Night, are more their more popular ones, I guess. Come to say, but yeah. I mean, we said before, it's a great album. Love it. Can't go wrong with anything Rush. I have one honorable mention, and that is, where's my honorable mention? Roll the Bones, actually, is my honorable mention.
Yep. Great album.
Which one?
Roll the Bones.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And Marc remembers that I said I haven't really listened to any Rush past Presto.
Yeah.
And I bought from Walmart. They had this like 6 CD set of their older records from Presto on up. And man, what the hell I was missing.
You don't have counterparts?
No, I do now.
Dude, counterparts rules. That would have been dude. I almost had that in my number 2.
But
the drum sound on that is back to Rush.
Yeah, told me about these albums because I love them. You know?
Yeah.
We there's a friend of ours named Will Toth. He's from Canada. We do Drop the Needle on my channel, and what we do is that we drop an album at the same time simultaneously, and we do comments, and we did counterparts probably about a month ago. It's pretty cool. I say 5, 4, 3, 1, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, drop, and we drop the needle. There's about maybe 4 or 5 of us that do it from around the country at the same time.
Yeah, I'm still trying to find that one on vinyl.
This is what I got. It's like 7 of their last albums.
Yeah.
Really
Vapor Trails remixed is way better than the original Vapor Trails, but the original Vapor Trails has a different sound to it, so they're both good. But it's brick walled. The original version of Vapor Trails is a little brick walled, and Getty and they said they rushed that, so they did a remix, and the remix has a lot more layers to it, and I like it. But I do like the original Vapor Trails also. I saw them on that tour also.
Alex Lifeson. I blame Alex Lifeson for giving me rheumatoid arthritis, trying to figure out some of his riffs on guitar. I mean,
Don't listen to his new.
I can never do it. I was never fast enough to do it. Man, my hands hurt a lot trying to learn that.
So what did you think about his new project that came out?
That's what I was just gonna say. Dude, he can't make good solo music. Only Geddy Lee can. Geddy Lee's my favorite. Headache rules. His Victor and this shit is fucking horrible.
Would you guys get upset if an occasional tribute concert or something like that?
No, I would like them to go out. I would like them to make a new band together with a new drummer, call it something else, and still make music together. They need each other.
Every now and then, get together and doing a Rush,
Get Mike Portnoy and make it called Rush Revisited or something. Do like tribute shows. That's fine. Mike Portnoy would love to do that shit.
But what drummer wouldn't? But what drummer can? Not too many of them can.
Mike can.
Yeah, he can.
Even a newer Dream Theater drummer could do that.
I don't think
too.
it's Chris up there doing that.
Mike Mangini's pretty good also. I think Matt Starr could do that.
So would y'all get a no-name drummer or a high-profile drummer to do it?
I would get Matt Starr. He's not that known.
I'll get some guest star on it. It's like a one-off thing. Have a bunch of celebrities or different drummers do a tribute to Neil on it. I'd love it.
Dave Grohl can do it too, I think.
Yeah, he's fast.
Yeah.
Dave Grohl's good. Yeah. A new speed metal song they made is awesome.
Oh yeah. Bob just sent it to me. He emailed. He texted to me earlier today, and I checked it out. So I guess it is going to be part of that movie soundtrack of that trailer.
666 something.
Yeah.
I'm gonna wait till it comes on DVD and buy it. I'm not gonna go see it in the movie theater.
No, because it's kind of.
It reminded me of Overkill, big time from the '80s.
That's
it was
Chris
badass.
Chris Sinzak put it up and says, "Oh, new Overkill. I love the Overkill."
Yeah, did he?
Yeah, he did. Chris Sinzak.
Nice.
Yeah.
But I think it was called Probot, right?
Yeah, what he did with Lemmy.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah,
and it had a lot of.
He had Lemmy on there.
Yeah,
and he also played on the songs for the Death for the what's that band?
Queens of the Stone Age.
Queens of the Stone Age. Yeah, that was good album too. He's a great drummer, man.
Yeah.
Any documentary.
Oh, yeah, he's badass.
Any documentary that fool has made, fucking rules. I bought the fucking the Foo Fighter where they went to every studio and made a new song. I bought that documentary on Apple. That's fucking amazing. The one he did with the moms, Geddy Lee's mom. He did one with his mom and Geddy Lee's mom. That was pretty cool. Like the moms.
He wrote a book out. Apparently, he's got this photographic memory, and he talks about all these songs about where he heard them first and what they meant to him. And it goes all the way from when he first started listening to music to now.
Yeah, but his documentary on Sound City was great.
Oh, that Sound City is just one of my favorites.
That song him and Paul did with Chris, cut me some slack. It's a fucking amazing song. I just bought that on iTunes. Fucking rules.
Oh yeah, that soundtrack's badass.
Yeah, I need to get the whole soundtrack. I want to find it on vinyl.
And it's got that song too with Rick Springfield.
Oh yeah, I love Rick Springfield.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, but that song with Paul is just, man.
It's cut me some slack. Yeah.
Yeah. It's
fucking rules.
Yeah, it's badass. My number one. No, wait. I forgot Al was number one. But I knew his number one already. His number one's Permanent Waves. He's mentioned that several times about how much he loves Permanent Waves. And this Thursday, we're going to be doing the best of 1980, and I'm pretty sure that's going to be on there for him too, because that was released in 1980. Unfortunately, our shows go, at the same time, or they overlap each other. Unfortunately, so we're just going to have to do another special episode like this another time, and maybe like once a month if y'all are up for it.
Yeah, it's fine.
Well, we were texting each other not too long or earlier and saying, we need to do live album, like their their top 5 live albums or what have you. Kind of make it into a series.
UFO. Okay.
But yeah, that would be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I'm just joking, but that's probably what it'd be. Rush, UFO. I don't know.
Or maybe,
we'll find out.
Or maybe do a top 10. Push it to 10.
Oh yeah, that'd be great. Then now you get to get all my 5 Rush albums in there and then Maiden.
One per band. How about that? Is that cool?
Oh, one per band.
Yes, that's fine. That's fine.
Yeah, you'd have to do that.
One per band.
I picked Live in Rio, Exit Stage Left, 40, 50, 30.
Yeah, that one per band is a good idea.
All the world's a stage.
All the world's a stage, man. Right now I'm looking at my records and that Scorpions, that Worldwide Live.
That's a great album too.
I like that one. That was their because before that they had the Tokyo tapes.
Yeah,
that was more their.
That's a good one too.
And then this one was their early '80s when they really
stretched up. Matthias came in.
Yeah, Matthias. My number one is going to be Moving Pictures. Is my number one album by Rush. Side one we've already talked about this whole album already, but we know how special it is. And if you really look at the album covers, these picture frames that they're carrying, you can piece together different eras of their career on these pictures that they're carrying.
But look at the humor on that cover. What are they doing? They're moving pictures.
Yeah.
And it's not a movie. They're moving art.
Yeah, art.
Yeah, that's fucking awesome.
I never noticed that before.
Yeah, they're moving pictures out of an art museum, and then on the back it shows you they have a movie camera. So it shows you art and movies.
And the movies in the back.
Paintings and in movies, yeah.
And for some reason, I always take prices off of my records. And we're talking about prices of used vinyl going way up. I bought this one for $4.
Nice.
When I found it. So I probably found it over 20 years ago. I don't know how much a used copy of this would be now, but it's not going to be $4. No way.
If it's not a good copy, you could get it for like $5.
Yeah.
There's so many of them. There's so many of them out there. It's like first Boston album. There's so many albums. They're underpriced now.
Yeah.
Depends on how many copies. If it's rare, like if you find a doc and erase the slate, call me.
Well, speaking of Doc and Live, what about Beast from the East? That was a good one too. Yeah. That double live album.
I got the Rock Candy version of that. The freaking production is horrible. It's so like grungy and drowny, but the set list is great.
Yeah, the set list is just
The album is just not clean. It's not Kiss Alive. Yeah. And I gave Kiss a compliment there. But I love Beast from the East though. Yeah. Yeah,
Beast from the East is fantastic.
Just the recording is just horrible sounding. Yeah. Even the remaster is not as good as I thought it would be.
Yeah. Hey Rob, what's your number one Rush album?
Moving Pictures.
Hey,
You can't go wrong, man.
No, you couldn't go wrong with any of them, really. Like we've been talking about all night. You just can't go wrong with them.
Dude, Grace
I
Under
just
Pressure
remember-
is one of my all-time favorite Rush albums, but today it wasn't.
Which one?
Grace Under Pressure.
Oh, okay, Grace Under Pressure.
Fucking great record.
Yeah.
That album, Neil Peart said everybody misunderstood it when it came out, and then all of a sudden it's like a cult classic.
yeah.
Finally, he said people finally got that album.
Yeah.
Shit.
I love cult classics, even in movies. You know,
Yeah.
it's like this little piece of art or
Yeah.
music or movies that only a certain group of people know or enjoy.
It's
You know,
like
others don't even give it a time of day. That's what I like.
It's like the
Well,
John
the movie
Carpenter
was-
movie They Live is fucking bigger than it was when I saw it in the movie theater.
I remember
Nobody wanted to see that
when I saw it
movie.
as a kid.
No,
I
but that
loved it.
movie was a bomb.
Yeah, it was. I
And like
remember
now it's like everybody fucking all I came to do was chew gum and kick ass. Guess what? I'm all out of gum. Everybody's talking about that line now. I was the one talking about that. Nobody
Yeah,
knew what the
I was
fuck I was talking about back then. Now all these kids love this movie.
Yeah, I remember the movie always had like 1 star in that TV Guide magazine or whatever. You know, it was always 1 star. But I always loved it. You know.
Same thing with The Last Action Heroes getting a lot of play now, more for the soundtrack. But
I actually like that movie. A lot of people
I
hate
do
it.
too. I always loved that movie.
Oh, but that soundtrack, man, that soundtrack was just
Yeah.
killer, especially at the time it came out in the early '90s.
Yeah.
You know,
I'm
and all
waiting
those
for the
tracks.
Bonfire of the Vanities to become cool again because I like that movie.
Bonfire of the Vanities.
Bonfire of the Vanities, really?
And Hudson Hawk, dude. That's a cool classic.
Oh, that one really is.
Dude, that movie's so weird it rules.
My
sorry.
cousin loved it from the beginning, and he would tell me over and over, and I just like, dude, no way, no way, no way. But you know,
Dude, when they're doing the timing to do a thieving where they're singing, "Would you like to swing on a star?" They have a time to thieve for that to the timing of that song. That's amazing. You know,
I'm in the middle of Buck Rogers in the 25th century.
that rules, dude. Tweaky.
It's so bad.
Did it suck when the voice of Tweaky changed?
Yeah.
That ruined the show for me.
yeah. So, do y'all watch a lot of streaming TV? Because there's a lot of weird channels that you can stream, like on the Roku box or on smart TVs that show all these weird sci-fi
If you
shows
like-
from back in the day.
Yeah, if you like horror flicks, like especially a lot of cheesy ones, get Shudder.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just gonna say Shutter, or you could also
Yeah.
get Full Moon videos.
There you go.
Full
Fucking
Moon.
Full Moon, dude, with fucking Subspecies, the fucking Puppet Master movies, man.
Yeah.
And fucking they even have Tommy Chong movies called Evil Bong 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. It's fucking cheese, dude.
I saw that on that.
It has tits and ass in those fucking Evil
Yeah.
Bong movies. It's like 80s fucking came back. Full Moon Video rules. And
I think it was 2B TV. I saw that Chong movie on that 2B TV.
yeah, I subscribed to Full Moon Video and they gave me all the Blu-rays of the Puppet Master movies for a year's subscription
Oh,
for
no
60
shit.
bucks. For 60
Wow,
bucks,
yeah.
they gave me the whole set.
Fucking bonus, man.
Fucking that Full Moon rules, dude. Tits and ass. It's like 80s fucking horror flicks. Brand new.
Yeah, and I think there's a Full Moon section on 2B TV.
Dude,
I
Full
think they
Moon
got a
is
little
amazing.
section to it.
I found out about them going to Blockbuster Video, looking at the fucking horror section. Fucking Puppet Master, Subspecies, Robot Wars, fucking shitty, fucking cheesy, fucking horror movies that rule.
Yeah.
It's like
Very
watching the
interesting.
Stuff and the Ghoulies remade.
The Ghoulies, I remember that. I think it was like in the mid 80s when that came
The
out. That's
Stuff,
pretty-
man. You can't get fucking any cheesier than that.
Yeah.
This morning,
Those girls are easy.
That's so crazy.
a great movie called, you remember Night Shift? Every Wednesday?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking Michael
yeah.
Keaton and Ron Howard.
No, it was
No,
Henry
it's
Winkler.
Henry Winkler. Ron Howard directed
Yep.
it.
Yeah. He
That was his
did
first
direct
movie.
that, didn't he? Yeah.
Yeah, Ron Howard directed it.
And Shelley Long was in there
Yeah.
too.
And
Shift.
Costner.
Which one?
Kevin Costner was one of the before they had
Yeah.
that org. He was one of the guests in that scene right there.
Oh, really?
Well, he played a dead person in the fucking Big Chill, but got cut
Yeah.
out. Remember? He was gonna play dead people.
The Big
Yeah.
Chill, man. I never saw the Big Chill.
Attack
But,
of the Killer Tomatoes rules.
Yeah. It does.
Like a great movie.
Well, but the Big Chill soundtrack. I mean, that's got all those '60s Motown
Yeah.
kind of. You know, how the soundtrack was happy, the movie was kind of sad. You know?
Yeah. Great movie though, man.
Yeah. Oh yeah, the writing and the acting. You know, when it came out as a kid, it was all over HBO like every day. But I never watched it because I was a kid. As I got older, you start to really see the emotions and, you know, the dialogue and going, man, this is well written, well acted. You know, when I was a kid, I didn't care about that. But as you get older, you revisit these older movies.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah, you know what movie I
Kramer
thought
vs. Kramer is fantastic.
Yeah. You know what movie I thought was funny as a kid and then watch it as an adult, go, this is fucking sad.
What?
The World According to Garp.
I never liked that.
Yeah.
I tried watching it. Never
The movie, I thought it was funny, but the freaking, she bites off his dick when she it comes in the thing. He loses a son, and one son loses an eye. John
Yeah.
Lithgow played a tranny.
The
It was
train.
weird. Yeah.
Yeah. And then, you know, keeping on Robin Williams, you know, that was about the same time as Moscow and the Hudson.
That
Yeah.
movie ruled.
Yeah, that's so awesome, you know. And now,
Yakov
now that I'm
Smirnoff,
looking
man.
back at it, you know, it's about immigration and trying to find his way into America and,
Yeah.
you know, defecting and, you know, seeing what life is like here in America compared to what it was in, you know, in Russia or whatever part, you know. It was a really well done movie. You know, that's another celebrity that left, and I was shocked was Robin Williams.
Yeah.
You know, because again, he was a part of our lives ever since freaking Mork and Mindy.
Yeah.
You know,
Fucking Happy Days, man.
yeah, Happy Days and
Happy
that.
Days, man. This Mork and Mindy spun off from Happy Days, man.
Yep.
Happy Days made me happy. I love that show.
He's
Yeah.
awesome.
Laverne and Shirley.
Man, and he was so good as a serious actor. You ever,
Yeah.
see,
Which
Wait.
one?
you ever see Awakening?
Awakenings. Yeah, oh, that was a sad movie. Yeah.
He was so good.
I watched that 2 weeks ago. Yeah.
Yeah.
Robert De Niro was in
Robert De
there.
Niro.
Yeah.
It's amazing that the two guys playing those roles are just awesome.
Fucking Good Morning Vietnam.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We got that soundtrack, and it's so awesome on the soundtrack because his parts come out. You know, he's
Yeah.
introducing the songs, and when he died, I threw it on, and you know, he you know, it's odd what Hollywood does to these people. You know, that they use them for all they got, and then after that, you know, because Robin Williams was on like everything like for over a decade, and then you didn't even hear from him at all. It's like Hollywood just takes these people and chews them up and spits them out.
Yeah, I think CBS caused his suicide, man, because he had a show with Sarah Michelle Gellar playing his daughter. It was hilarious, and they canceled it after one season. And he committed suicide 2 months later, like he had nothing to live for. Fuck you, CBS. Even though I watch Star Trek and shit, but
Yeah, that was on CBS. And
Yeah.
speaking of I remember that movie, that 1 hour photo where he played a photo guy
yeah,
and he starts to stalk this family.
He was creepy as shit. man.
Yeah, it was creepy. And there was another movie that was weird that he came out in. It like took place like with a bunch of snow. But I forgot.
there's
the name.
also-
Survivors. Him and Walter Matthau.
Yeah.
It was
There
a
you go.
different movie though, but I know
That
which
movie
one
was
you're talking about.
great. I love that movie. Walter Matthau and him are great together.
Yeah. I
One of
love
my favorite
Walter Matthau.
psycho roles of him is him and Al Pacino in Insomniac.
Oh, God. Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, that one's fucking creepy as fuck.
I think that's the one I'm thinking about. Was there a lot of snow in that one too?
Well, but they were in Alaska, and remember,
Yeah.
it stayed lit for like 2 weeks, and fucking Al Pacino couldn't sleep for fucking dick, and he's all fucked up trying to chase this guy down, and Al Pacino accidentally shot, one of his deputies or whatnot, and tried to cover that up. It was just fucked up.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then you got Jumanji was awesome.
Yeah, the first one.
Hook. I like the ones with the Rock better.
Oh, really?
Yeah, the 3 ones. I got the freaking set. I love those.
Of course you do.
Of
course you do, right?
All right, Ian.
And let's not forget about Popeye, man. He was fucking terrific in that.
But have you seen it lately? I saw it as a kid and loved it, and I watched it. And
I went to the movies for that.
It's fucking boring.
It's not really the same now, but I always remember when I was a kid.
Yeah, when I was a kid, but you watch that movie now and you go, you know why it was a bomb. It was horrible.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. But as a kid,
I was like, yeah, because I used to watch Popeye on Sunday mornings with Tom Atten.
Nice.
Yeah, so I used to watch Popeye and Friends, the old black and white Max Fleischer Popeyes and the colored Popeyes. Played the Popeye on Nintendo. I love Popeye.
There was a Popeye game on Nintendo?
Yeah, they had a Popeye game where you're catching Olive's hearts and dodging freaking Bluto.
It was actually
really? I don't remember that.
It's a great game.
I got to ask you about trying to find this movie. It had it turned into this animated scene with this hot dog thing. Everybody wants somebody. You guys remember that movie?
No.
Yeah, Better Off Dead.
Better Off Dead?
Better Off Dead?
Oh, what the burger turns in Eddie Van Halen and does everybody want some? Yeah, it's Better Off Dead.
Okay.
Yeah,
it's a shame they're throwing away a perfectly good white boy like that. You know how much the street value of the snow is? Booger, the guy Booger is in there.
Booger, yeah. Hey Rick, I'm real sorry your mom blew up.
I want my $2. Where's my $2?
Was that John Cusack?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, the guy who played Booger was in his best friend.
Yeah, I need to find that one and watch that one again.
God, I own it. I love it. Better Off Dead, man. I can't believe you don't have that movie. It's an all-time classic.
I would love to.
That's a great movie.
Guitar, yeah. Eddie Van Halen guitar.
Yeah.
Burger guy. That was
everybody wants from. Yeah.
Let's see what else.
And it had those two Asian guys
racing Howard Cosell. Yes, here he is. He's at the driving. He's like doing Howard Cosell with the yellow jackets, the old ABC Monday Night Football jackets.
Yeah.
Oh God. Yeah. So does anybody have any last words? I mean, I got to get ready to hit the hay here. It's already almost midnight, and unfortunately, got to get up early. But anybody have any last things to say? Like, go for it.
Thanks for having. I had a blast. It's been an awesome. I hope we can do it again.
Oh yeah.
Absolutely. Anytime.
I agree. I agree with Jerry, and check out our show on YouTube, the Marc and Jerry BS Sessions. We're on every Thursday. And also check out Jerry's got 3 Shots Down podcast that he's starting up again.
Working on it. I have 3
episodes on that. And also the Freeform Rock podcast with me and my brother Lee Gershman or whatever he say his last name. We're on every new episode every Friday, and we have our YouTube Freeform Rock podcast on YouTube. We do a YouTube exclusive basically every Saturday, except last Saturday I was drunk in Vegas.
Yeah, you're having a good time, and that's awesome, dude.
I was fucking showing everybody what's going on and promoting.
I like the one
how much sessions and Freeform at the same time.
Yeah, what I loved was somebody was like, "What did that drink cost you?" You're like, "I don't know. I didn't pay for it."
Yeah, he goes, "What's that?"
That was so
my
awesome.
cousin bought me the drinks. I go, "I don't know. I didn't pay for
it." How about you, Andy? Go ahead and pimp out what you got coming up.
Yeah, on the rock and roll podcast with Black Spinner on Thursday. We're going to do the best of 1980. That's going to be a 5-person panel, so we're excited about that one. Next week, I'm going on vacation. I'll be in Miami, but after that, we got to get our buddy RC Orcilla on because he just came back from the what's it called?
Monster Cruise.
Yeah, the Monsters of Rock.
Yeah,
and we're gonna have a one-on-one with him and talk about all the bands he saw. And he said this was his 3rd or 4th one, so we're gonna talk about his experience on the cruise. And then come March, we're gonna be doing. I got another episode with William Toth. We're gonna be doing Neil Young of the 90s. We did 70s. We're gonna skip 80s, obviously, and go straight into the 90s and rank those albums. So we got a lot of things going on, and it sounds like we might be doing, or not might, but it sounds like we're gonna be doing live albums with Jerry and Marc here in the future as well. So we got a lot of great things going on. And when it comes to rock, it's always always something around the corner.
Yeah,
so, yep, and I got some cool guests that are going to come on. I got Paul Dallas probably next Thursday from the band Gods of Thunder, and we're going to kind of like break down Destroyer, Rock and Roll Over, Love Gun, and the side 4 of Kiss Alive 2. So we're going to just break that all down, kind of tell the history of it. It'll be, probably a long show, but it would be, informative and a lot of fun.
Kiss episodes are always fun to listen to.
Yeah.
They're fun to do. Yeah,
Even though
they
they're
are.
not my favorite band, they're fun to bash.
They are fun to bash, and I accept that they're a 49er fan.
All
right,
I'm a
guys.
casual Kiss fan. That's it.
I'm a new Kiss fan. I started in 2015, and I'm new to the Kiss world. So
enjoy.
So, guys, this was a blast, man. You guys
Yeah,
are a
we
lot
had a
of
good
fun.
time.
We got to do this again sometime soon, whenever everybody is available. And I appreciate it, guys. I really do. This was a blast.
We appreciate you coming on our show also, man. You helped us out a lot.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, everybody. Thank you for joining us on this Rush Super Bowl episode, here on Rock and Roll with
Black Spinner.
what the hell? No, I know something's going on back there. Black Spinner or podcast. So yeah, I don't know. Something's going on in the back. I think my cats are freaking out. But everybody have a good night. Stay safe, and we'll see everybody next time.
Bye, guys.
Peace.
All right.
Thanks again.
Peace
All
out.
right. Thanks again. Bye.
Have a good one.
Later, guys.
Bye.